Hello everyone, welcome back to another interesting tutorial on this channel. Okay, so today's tutorial is going to focus on the drop shoulder. As you can see on the thumbnail right there, this is actually a subscriber's request and I decided to make this video to show you how to go about this. So for us to draft this drop shoulder with yoke, you need your basic bodies. So the basic bodies pattern has been drafted, and this is the shoulder and the chest line, and this is our bust point and under bust point, and waistline width is that. Okay, so the dart I have here is 1.5. okay, share 0.75, 0.75. This is the center front and it's going to be unfold. So you need your basic bodice pattern, you need your basic sleeve. This is the basic sleeve, as you can see, and I've already traced out my basic sleeve. I placed it below and I traced out to the extent or to the length I actually want. So I'm setting my basic sleeve aside. I will be working with the traced basic sleeve, as you can see. So now we want to start up this tutorial. So the first thing I'll be doing, first thing first, has to be done, and that is the shoulder seam line divide by 2. And the shoulder seam line divide by 2 will be ruled to the bust point. And I will also want to take my bust radius differences. This is very important to me because it helps me on my neckline and on the bustier padding as well. Okay, so once I've made my bust radius, the next I want to do is to create the neckline. So actually this is what we are making right here. You can see the neckline, the yoke is right on the chest line. Okay, it dropped a little bit below the chest line at the center front. So for that, I will come to the chest line and I'm going to come down on the chest line just a little bit by 3/4 of an inch. And once that is done, I'm going to connect what I have right here. So the way I see it right here is actually having a U-shaped line. So from the armhole, I'm going to, I'll just start from here to get that U-shaped line. So what I'm going to do now, I just want to freehand this so I can get that U line. Okay, I just want to freehand so I can get that U line. So I can also come in with this. Let me see how it can give that line. Okay, so to get this line, okay, the way is actually on the thumbnail. Okay, so I go in with my pattern ruler. Okay, so I will go with this line right now into this. So that is that, and it comes over to this line, as you can see. All right, so that is that, and the next we want to do now is to create the neckline itself. So for the neckline, I will just come in from this point by 3 or 3.5. I'll come in by 3.5 inches and I will come down by 2 inches. And then I'm going to connect my neckline. So this is by choice. The neckline is by choice. So that is that. So it means that everything I have here is going to serve as my yoke. Okay. So this is going to serve as my yoke. Everything I have right here. So now I have this. So the next thing I want to do is to contour my under bust and contour my upper bust. So what I actually have here, you can see the bust has been encroached in. but that does not matter. So we are going to work on top of this. Okay, I will show you what we are going to do now. So this is what we are going to do. I will come from my shoulder and I'll come down by 7 inches. Okay, so the 7 inches is going to serve as my starting line. So this is a temporary line. It's not permanent. We want to use it to contour our upper bust area. So now from this line and this line, I'm going to contour what I have from here. I have 0.75, and from here I have 0.75, and I'm going to connect it to the bust point at 0.75. So if you look at this, you can see it has eaten into the yoke, but that does not matter. We are using it to contour our upper bust. All right, so I will come to the under bust. I will also take my under bust, divide by 4. What I have here is 1.5. I'll be putting 0.25 here, and I'll be putting 1.25 here. That is how to contour your yoke dress, okay, your bustier. Okay, this is not a corset, it's a bustier. So that is how it's contoured. All right, so I'm going to take this back to this, and I'll take this back to this, as you can see. So now I'm going to close my bust dart, so I'll be able to have this little. Okay, so actually this is how we are going to attach that, and it's okay, and you will still have the same effect, because from the shoulder line, unless you want to come up, okay, maybe recreate this neckline. But what I'm seeing right here on the thumbnail is actually on the armhole line. Okay, but maybe I'll come up a little to form this. I can come, so we'll be able to have enough to contour at that point. So I'm going to come on this. I'll be coming in from here. Okay, or I'll be using this line to recreate the line, the curve, but I'll still connect the curve on that point. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm just coming, let me come down from here by 1 inch. Okay, and it's also very close to the chest, so we'll be able to get this, or from this. I'm just trying to make sure we have something to close at the upper bust. Okay, so from here to here now, I can decide to come down by half an inch. Let me do half an inch from there. Okay, so this is what I'll be having. Okay, so let's go by this. So we'll have a little to contour. So what I did is, from these 7 inches, I measured from here to 7 inches, and from these 7 inches I came down by 1, and from the chest line I came down by half an inch, so I'll be able to connect my yoke and still have something to close up as my upper bust. Another thing we can also do right here is on this, since we have gotten this line, okay, for a proper contour line, since we have gotten this line, the meeting up with this line, this is what we can also do now. From here I will come in by 0.75, and from this line I will come back by 0.75. This is to make sure we contour our under bust perfectly. Okay, so let's do it like that, so we have enough bust tightening at that point. Of course it's going to be short because of the style, so this is what we are going to contour, and it's also okay. So these ones, we are not using them again. Okay, this will now be the yoke. Please don't get yourself confused. So once you have gotten this line, once our yoke line has been gotten, the right way to do it is to follow this line and do what? And contour. All right, so we are done with that. So the most important thing now is the armhole, the sleeve together with the armhole. So I'll be coming in with my sleeve, and I'll be constructing the sleeve first. So this is my bicep. I would want to come down by by 2 inches, and at that 2 inches I'm going to connect from my armhole to this point. So this is the shape of the sleeve that is going to continue this dress. So from here you can, you know, make your sleeve longer. Okay, you can make it longer, but this is what I have on paper and I'm using it. So you can make it, increase the length of your sleeve, but this sleeve is going to be attached this way.